To bridge the gaps, companies often move chips urgently between the plants or even few shipments across the borders. That means transfer cost is skyrocketed, eating into the margins for the customer. In some cases, the logistics cost per chips exceeds the chip's own value itself. And the fourth and more important problem statement is the fragmented data. The real root cause was not just the chip shortage, it was a data fragmentation from sources like SAP ERP, supplier portals, 3PLs, IoTs, MES, manufacturing external systems, and logistics, each showing a soiled views. Now let's look at the challenges and the risk which EV industry is facing on day-to-day basis. High production downtime, assembly lines stand still leading to the millions in lost output, excess working capital, materials pile up in the warehouses, tying up a cash, customer dissatisfaction, delayed deliveries damaged brand loyalty and reputations, regulatory non-compliance, missing promised deliveries and deadlines on the emissions targets, soil data and reactive planning. Leaders make decisions too late, often based on incomplete or conflicting data. So this is exactly the type of challenges where intelligent ERP and AI-enabled supply chain visibility can transform the outcomes to the customer. Instead of fragmented systems, imagine a single view across ERP, suppliers, and logistics. So this lack of single source of truth mean material planners could not act proactively. In short, fragmented SAP and non-SAP systems cost EV industry efficiency, credibility, and billions in the missed revenue. In the following slide, let's look at how SAP applications are leveraged to overcome EV business pain points and the challenges and the risk. So let's see how SAP supply chain solutions address it. Think of a car sitting idle in the yards, incomplete and waiting for a chip. The planner, procurement, and the production team have no idea when the chip will arrive, and because the data is soiled across the ERP, supplier portals, and the logistics. This is exactly where an integrated supply chain solutions powered by BTP change the game. So real-time yard visibility within EWM. So with SAP Extended Warehouse Management, with a feature of advanced yard management, sensors installed on the car can track their ideal status in the real time. As soon as the chip shipment arrives, the system notifies the planner and the production team that the specific cars can be completed. Wrong warehouse stocks with SAP S/4HANA and EWM. If chips are stuck in the warehouse locations, SAP EWM cross-docking and stock transfer order processes enable immediate redirections to the right yard. Instead of car idle for the weeks and the months, production resumes the same day the component is available. Minimizing the transfer cost with the global ATP. When the chip have to be flown urgently across the border, often the transfer cost is more than the chip's value, and that's not sustainable. So here SAP Global ATP that is available to Promise provides a real-time global visibility of the chip stock across the supply chain, that is factories, warehouses, even the supplier inventories. Breaking silos with the SAP BTP and integrated analytics is also important for the data fragmentation. So the major pain point is data fragmentation. So with SAP BTP, we integrate SAP and non-SAP applications, partner portals, and logistics data into a single platform. So this creates a holistic data and analytic view for the planner and the leaders. They see the true and end-to-end supply chain status in the dashboard supported by the predictive insights. So all these problem statements and challenges can be addressed through the SAP applications like financial management, supply chain management, spend management, human capital management, and the customer experiences, along with non-SAP applications. So here in this example, we'll talk about supply chain management and the non-SAP application like supplier portals, third-party logistics systems like 3PL and TMS, IoT and MES platforms, and regulatory compliance codes, which is manage the quality certifications and compliance reporting. So let's look at how the data fragmentation can be a big challenge and issues for the supply chain. To support for this one, we need an enterprise application and data consolidation. So Uday, can you please throw a light on the SAP BDC platform and its supports to the benefit to its business suits and the non-SAP application?
Yeah, Thank you, Sujay, for clearly laying out the problem statement and highlighting the key challenges in the supply chain for the EV manufacturing industry. Now, let me explain how SAP Business Data Cloud can help to resolve these challenges. Let's look at the architecture of SAP Business Data Cloud, which is a part of SAP Business Suite. On left hand side, you can see there are different SAP applications like SAP Financial Management, SAP Supply Chain Spend Management, and Customer Experience. Also, we do have a non-SAP sources like IoT and different legacy applications. As we all know, managing the data across the supply chain has become increasingly complex, with data coming from different system in different formats and often not available in real time. So how can we manage this? So let's look at the few components of SAP Business Data Cloud, and then we'll see how we can resolve the challenges associated to the supply chain industry. In Business Data Cloud, there are few components which are listed here, like SAP Data Sphere, mainly used for data integration, data federation, and data analytics. Then SAP Databricks, it allows customers to apply AI and ML models to SAP and third-party data seamlessly with zero copying. SAP Analytics Cloud, used for reporting, dashboard, and enterprise analytics. SAP BW, it provides the flexible path for on-prem SAP BW to modernize to the cloud and integrate the existing business warehouse data into cloud, which will help to improve the speed and scalability. Now let's look at the supply chain challenges associated in the EV industry. The first one is fragmented data. The data is fragmented across the plant, supplier, logistic partners, and different source systems like ECC, S4HANA, MES, and IoT. The other challenge is high production downtime due to battery shortage, chip supply constraint, and logistic delays, which leads the halted assembly lines. The another challenge is excess working capital. Here, the manufacturers keep the high inventory buffers like batteries, raw material to hedge against uncertainty. Another challenge is reactive planning. Here, the decisions are made after disruption and not before due to lack of predictive analysis. And the last one is customer dissatisfaction. EV delivery delays, uncertain timelines, and poor visibility reduce the customer trust. So let's look how SAP Business Data Cloud can help to resolve these challenges. Once the data is available in SAP Business Data Cloud and the data modeling is done using DataSphere or Databrick, we get a outcome in terms of SCC dashboard, real-time reports. What are these outcomes which we get out of BDC? The first one is unified data from different source systems like ERP, MES, and IoT. This data brought together and transformed in BDC using components, DataSphere, Databricks, and used for the further analysis. And the outcome we get out of it is like a single version of truth for the production and logistics supplier status. The second outcome is real-time shortage alert and predictive maintenance. Here, SAP Analytics Cloud gives the real-time supply status, shipment visibility, and predictive alerts for the potential disruption, and AI models identify the patterns and delays in failure risk. And the outcome of this one is 15 to 20% reduction in line stoppage and higher plant utilization. The next outcome is optimize the inventory, which turns the reduce idle cars. We can achieve this using end-to-end demand supply balancing using SAC's predictive planning and AI-based safety stock optimization. With the help of predictive planning, we can identify the supplier capacity risk, logistic bottlenecks, raw material shortage, and outcome of this is decisions made are proactively, not reactively. And the last one is real-time availability to promise. With the SSC reporting, we can ensure the realistic delivery commitments. Here, we can have end-to-end tracking of supplier to factory, dealer, and then customer, which delivers the superior customer satisfaction. Now let's look at the conclusion, what we get once we implement the SAP Business Data Cloud to the EV supply chain. We break down the fragmented data into silos, then minimize the unplanned production downtime, optimize the working capital, shift from reactive planning to predictive planning, deliver the superior customer satisfaction. So these are a few outcomes and the outcomes we get out of Business Data Cloud. I would like to explain one more feature we get with the SAP Business Data Cloud, that is intelligent applications. So these are basically a pre-configured dashboard provides ready to run insight by combining the planning and analysis, all infused into trusted artificial intelligence to drive smarter decisions and faster decisions. The intelligent applications enable agile decision making, predictive analysis, and simulation, leading to the better business outcome. Now we have seen how BDC can streamline the data side of the things. Okay. Now let me ask Ankita to share how SAP Joule agents can further support on this one.
Sure, Uday. Thank you. So let me take this up from the efficiency perspective. As Sujay mentioned earlier, during the global semiconductor shortage, thousands of cars sat idle in factory yards. Outside, the customers were frustrated and they were waiting months for delivery, which led the logistic costs skyrocketed. Hence, manufacturers lost billions, I guess, in unfinished inventory. But from my perspective, this wasn't just a shortage problem, it was a supply chain visibility problem as well. In this scenario, the data was fragmented across SAP, non SAP supplier systems, and logistic platforms as well. So by the time planners will reconcile it, the production lines had already stalled. This is exactly where AI can help. And that too, not just to the production supervisor, but it will be for everyone in the supply chain. So, what does SAP Joule Agent brings? It brings intelligence into daily operations, ensuring efficiency and resilience. SAP announced three key agent for supply chain package. So for us to understand better, let's start with the shop floor supervisor agent. So imagine a supervisor suddenly hit the ship shortage. So traditionally, they would be rescheduling the production orders, which would take hours. However, with this agent, schedules are adjusted in real time. Orders are reallocated and shop floors keeps running. The impact: downtime minimized, disruptions handled seamlessly, and supervisors achieving 50% higher productivity in managing this disruption. Then here comes the maintenance planner agent. So, equipment reliability is critical, right? A machine breakdown during a shortage may only make things worse. This agent analyzes real time machine data and reprioritizes the task and suggests optimal maintenance schedules. The outcome: 40% higher planner productivity and fewer unplanned downtimes, keeping the assets healthier for longer. So the next comes is the field service dispatcher agent. Dispatchers often struggles to assign the right technician at the right time. This agent uses real-time data on skills, availability, and location to recommend the best fit while still keeping human oversight. That means like dispatcher stay in control but avoid decision fatigue. The result: 50% higher dispatcher productivity and 8% fewer assignment errors. Now, beyond out of these agents which we discussed, we can also create custom ones. Like looking at today's business problem, imagine an AI semiconductor market agent. By consuming real time market and manufacturing data available in BDC, it could predict chip availability, cost fluctuations, and recommend the optimal sourcing as well. Like this would directly minimize the shortage and cost variance as well. So to summarize, like it reduces the downtime, optimize the inventory and working capital, and improved compliance and customer trust, which is most important in any business. and most importantly, proactive AI driven planning that keeps the cars rolling off the line instead of gathering dust in yards, right? So, in short, AI Joule agent turns fragmented data into connected decisions and the connected decisions into resilient supply chain. SAP really sets as AI is no longer just an add on now, it is becoming the new user interface. Like instead of navigating the menus, we interact in natural persona driven ways, and that makes adoption easier and far more intuitive. So AI also accelerates the transformation. We can think about cloud migration with AI tools, like company can move faster, automate the repetitive works, and reduce risk during the transitions as well. But it's not just about the efficiency, it brings context into processes, so business can reimagine how they actually run. At the center of this, if you see, like this is a Joule and its AI agents. These aren't just simple bots, they are smart specialized agents that work together across the roles and scenarios, and this is powered by SAP's business knowledge and AI foundation models. So they actually understand the business context, and the best part is they are open and extensible. Companies can adapt, build, and scale them to their own needs. So when we say SAP delivers unrivaled AI, it's because we are pairing an AI first experience with intelligent agent that truly drives the outcome. I want to understand from Sujay, like, does this actually drive business outcome? How you are comfortable with the solution referring to application, data, and AI, which we discussed?
Yep. Indeed, Ankita, I think thanks for explanation on the AI Joule agents and its important into the supply chain problem statements. So in this slide, we will talk about one-stop solution for the disconnected data and disruptions productions into the EV industry. So SAP has always been a heart of the enterprise management, but today business are facing unprecedented challenges like fragmented data, rising supply chain complexity, evolving customer expectations, and the constant need to innovate faster. SAP application alone are not enough to address the supply chain process hurdles. However, data is often fragmented across ERP, supplier portals, logistics providers, and industry platforms. That's where SAP BDC comes in, which is a business data cloud. BDC harmonizes SAP non-SAP data into single semantic layer. It ensures data from finance, HR, supply chain, and even external system is connected and governed. With the unified data fabric, what does business gets in? One version of truth, cross-enterprise visibility, a foundation for reliable analytics and AI. So in industries like automotive, this means planner finally see the semiconductor stocks across the plants, suppliers, and regions. Once processes and data are unified, AI becomes the multiplier. SAP AI powered by Joule and multi-agent orchestration, as explained by Ankita in the previous slide, is embedded directly into the business processes. So the agents like predictive agents, risk agents, finance and HR agents, supply chain agents, and customers plays a very important role in this process. So AI is not a side tool; it is built into the business suite. It becomes the new user interface, guiding business users with contextual insights and recommendation is real time. This combination helps organization accelerate, innovate, build resilience, and unlock new value streams. Let's look at how SAP introduced Business Value Suite, which brings all components together to lead the way the next era into the enterprise management. So SAP's response to the introduction of new business suite powered by Business Data Cloud, BTP, and AI capabilities like Joule. So SAP Application Suites provides run the world's most critical processes like financial management, supply chain management, human capital management, spend management, and customer experiences. What makes these applications unparalleled is that the way they are integrated. The supplier delay is in the procurement automatically updates the production planning, financial forecast, and even customer delivery commitments. That is the power of one suite, not disconnected the point solutions. For non-SAP application external systems like supplier portals, third-party logistics systems, IoTs, and MES platforms, and regulatory compliance tools, these systems contains a critical information, but they are disconnected from the SAP's planning and execution processes. Manufacturers lose visibility, time recording, time reconciling, spreadsheets of chasing supplier manually. So they can you please share some insights on the SAP BDC support in SAP Business Suite?
Sure. Thank you, Sujay. So let's understand the unmatched data. As we discussed earlier, in BDC we have different components. So one of it is SAP data products. So data products in BDC, there are different types. Like we have finance data product, we have supply chain data product, we have HR data product. In BDC, data products are curated, reusable, and business-ready data assets designed to deliver immediate value. With pre-built data product, we address the specific business need, unlock the data potentials, and empower the smarter decisions. Data products are also empower business users with the self-service analytical modeling. Also, business can copy the data products and customize it, and even with the help of SAP Analytics, they can build their custom reports as well. Now, let's ask Ankita how SAP Business AI works here.
Yeah. So no matter how advanced AI becomes, it needs trusted data and reliable processes to deliver real values. SAP is now expanding the power of agentic AI inside the business suite. So at the heart of this are Joule agents, the intelligent agents that don't just give suggestions but actually coordinate across system and business line. It identify the reason through the problem and then trigger the action with human oversight. But here, what makes them different is interoperability. They work across finance, supply chain, HR, customer experience, and spend, connecting the dots across end to end process. So, in short, we understand Joule becomes the super orchestrator of business processes across the SAP landscape and beyond. But to conclude this, like SAP has introduced new SAP Business Suite package, which aims to simplify customer engagement. I mean, instead of getting lost in huge portfolio, customer can now begin with simple, ready-made packages tailored to their core business areas. And with this, I guess lot many thoughts could come in picture. So let's try to address few questions around business suite to simplify it for everyone and for us as well before ending the session. So the very first thought which comes in my mind is, what really is this SAP business suite? And for this, Sujay, I would like you to share some thoughts from your perspective.
Yep, indeed, Ankita, and I think most of the audiences is looking forward for answer on this question. So SAP Business Suite is a digital backbone of organizations enabling end-to-end business processes with seamless integration across SAP and non-SAP systems, so the companies can run as a one and respond faster to the change. I hope, Ankita, I address your question.
Yes, thanks, Sujay. Indeed, it creates a constant value delivery, the framework that accelerates enterprise transformations. But this led me to understand the benefit of SAP Business Suite. And I would like to talk to Uday on this. Uday, could you share some light to the benefit of SAP Business Suite?
Sure, Ankita. So, key advantages of SAP Business Suite bring to the organization is, as we discussed earlier, SAP Business Suite is a comprehensive set of integrated applications that help organization to run core processes like finance, supply chain, HR. It's built on SAP ERP foundation and integrated with SAP and non-SAP systems. It has artificial intelligence to optimize the enterprise management. So, key advantage of using SAP Business Suite are end-to-end business integrations. It has a seamless integration with the processes like finance, logistics, and HR. It has a advanced analytics with the help of business data cloud. Organization can analyze the large amount and complex data, which can identify the hidden patterns and predict the trends. Also, it has a improved decision making. It has a industry specific solutions pre-configured with the best practices for the industries like automotive, retail, utilities, and manufacturing. Also, it has a automated compliance. So here, the AI powered agent can continuously monitor the transaction and flag the potential compliance issue before they actually get escalated. I hope Ankita I was able to highlight the key advantage using SAP Business Suite.
Yeah, thanks, Uday. This is amazing. Like this unified, future ready platform helps organizations innovate continuously and stay competitive in a rapidly changing market. So, Sujay, this comes to my next question. Like, do you think like it offers solutions specific to any industry?
Absolutely, Ankita. I think this is very important and million-dollar questions for many audiences. So SAP Business Suite is tailored for specific industries like automotive, the example which we looked at today, then pharmaceutical, retail, utilities. It embeds industry-based practices and compliance requirements, so the companies don't need to reinvent the processes from the scratch, but the customer gets the solution that fits to their business context from the day one itself. So I hope that's answer your question, Ankita.
Yeah, thanks, Sujay. SAP really aimed at simplifying customers' engagement with the SAP portfolio, providing an easier entry point for the users. With all these benefits, and it's open for all the industries. Moreover, the question comes is how feasible it is to expand or customize the business need. And for this, I'll be back to you, Uday.
Yeah, that's a good question, Ankita. Like here, we discussed specific to supply chain industry how it is going to help, but one of the biggest strength for SAP Business Suite is its flexibility and extensibility. So customer can adapt to their unique business need with the help of SAP Business Suite. So, what are the key advantage of using SAP Business Suite is it can help you for the modular implementation and configurations like no code, low code. With the help of pre-built configurations, let business to adapt the processes without custom coding. It has integration with the external systems and it has an industry specific extension. Also, it can be extended with BTP. With the help of BTP, it is tightly integrated and provides the foundation for the developers to build the custom application, automate the workflow, and connect to the other systems using low code or no code tools. I hope Ankita I was able to answer your question.
Thanks, Uday. This really make things more clear. Through SAP BTP, we can rapidly integrate systems, build low-code applications, and leverage AI, like creating personalized solutions. And much, much more could make it future ready. Much appreciated. Thank you, Sujay and Uday, for walking us through the world of SAP Business Suite, what it is, the benefit it brings, its ability to adapt across industry, and even its power to solve real business problem with customization. Thank you to all of you for discovering the journey with us here at Globant. As a member of SAP App House Network, we believe in building technology that doesn't just work but truly dares to delight. So, we are glad you joined us today, and we look forward to seeing you again at our next Insider session. Until then, take care, stay curious, and goodbye.
Thank you all for joining the session.
Thank you all. Thank you for the having
Thank you.
session.